and welcome back to A Vintage Vanity, and today I'm going to show you how to go from this frizzy and sad second day of a curl set to this. Keep watching and I'll show you how to do this classic vintage look. First thing we're going to want to do is tame down this mess, so go ahead and take your favorite brush. That brushing did a great job, but we can still see that the ends are a little bit frizzy, and especially for us girls with colored hair, your ends kind of tend to get a little rough and raggedy looking when you're well into a curl set. So what I like to do is I like to take a good nourishing cream. I'm using Jane Carter Solutions Nourish and Shine. I absolutely love this stuff. But if you don't have that, you can take something like a Moroccan oil or an argan oil, and that's going to help as well. So what you're going to want to do with that is take it, and you want to start at the base of the hair, because if you start up here, you're going to end up depositing too much oil on the roots of the hair. And then the leftover, I just kind of smooth over the top. First thing we're going to do, we're going to section off the hair. So you're just going to go from one corner to the other corner in a U. Now this doesn't have to be completely straight, but you get the idea of how you want it to look. And then I'm just going to pin this out of the way. Start your first victory roll on the side that is going to be opposite the big roll that you put on the top. So if your roll opening for the bang up here is going to be over here, you want to start with this side. If it's going to be over here, you want to start with this side. So you're going to section off that hair, going from the front of the ear to the back of our part. Then we're going to tease that section of hair. So you're just going to pick up sections and you're going to tease basically 3/4 of the way down the hair, so not the very ends. And tease in one direction. Don't go back and forth because that will actually cause damage. Once it's all teased, take your hairspray and give it a spritz. Now I'm just going to take my teasing brush and I'm going to smooth out the teasing. You don't want to brush through it, you just want to smooth it so from the outside it looks nice and neat. Once it looks nice and neat, you're just going to brush through the ends so they're nice and smooth. And we're going to take some, you can use pomade, you can use wax. I'm using Short Sexy Hair's Control Maniac. It's a wax based, which is going to be a little bit heavier on the hair. I'm just going to run that through the outside. For the roll, you're going to hold it out at an angle, take 2 fingers, wrap it around, and then I tuck the ends in and then roll it down to the base of the hair. You should then be able to cup it and you can position it. So you want it to sit right basically on that part that we did. And take a bobby pin and you're going to pin it right at the base of the curl. That should be enough that you can take your hand away and it should still stay there. Now we can see that that roll has kind of come away from the side of our head just a little bit. So now you're going to take another bobby pin and you're going to pin just a little bit farther up on that roll. Then you can tweak it so that it looks nice and neat from the inside, and you shouldn't be able to see through the roll. And if you need to, just kind of accordion it down so that it touches the hair in the back. Finally, give it a spray, and then I run my hand over it to calm any of those baby hairs. You're going to do the same process for this one. You're going to section off the hair and you're going to tease it. But you're going to tease it out at an angle like this. You don't want to go completely up, you want to be out at an angle. You're going to hold this out at an angle, this way and this way. You're going to take your 2 fingers, wrap the hair around it, tucking in the ends, and then roll it down to the base of the hair. Now you want to make sure you don't get it too tight here. You want to leave that nice and loose. And then you want to take the roll and you want to kind of pull it out just a little bit so that you can actually see the roll from the outside, and you want it to just about meet the other roll that you have. Take your bobby pin and place it right at the base of the curl. It should be enough to take your hands away. And then I usually will place another one in right about here. That way it'll lay it down just a little bit more and also reach that one just a little bit more as well. Perfect. And again, you can adjust the rolls as needed. Give that a spray. Now you're going to do the same thing on this side that you did on this side. Go from the front of the ear back to our part. Going to tease the hair to get the volume that you need. And then you're going to take that teased hair, and we're just going to fake it on this side because that's what I actually like to do with this one a lot. So you're going to bring that to right behind the roll, and you're just going to push it forward so it comes out in the same bit of volume that you kind of have going on this side. And you're going to take a bobby pin, and you'll pin it right at the base. I do take 2 bobby pins and crisscross them to make sure that they stay in place. Then hold on to those bobbies and brush the hair so that it integrates with the rest of your hair. For the front, just give it a spray. Take your brush or comb and lightly brush through it, because not only are you smoothing it, but you want to bring these 2 pieces together. And if you want a little bit more volume, take the end of your brush or comb, holding on to your bobby pins, and reach in there and just kind of tug very gently to kind of bring out the volume. There you go, perfect. There are a couple different ways you can create the Gibson roll. You can either use a chignon form, which you can find at your local beauty supply store, and they have these which are traditionally used for creating a French twist, or you can find the ones that come in a donut form and then you just cut it. But today we are going to be trying the tool that we got from the Lindy Charm School, again, link in the description. And this one has flexible metal in there, and you can just kind of put your hair in between, close it up, and then mold it. So we're going to go ahead and try this one. I will say this, if you have thinner hair, you're going to want to go with the chignon form, because it is also going to give you volume, because you can see the size difference between the two. This isn't going to give you as much volume. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to take your hair and gather it at the very end, and then place in a hair tie at the very bottom. They'll kind of provide a bit of an anchor. So you're just going to bring the ends right through the very end and then close it. And then you just roll all the way up to the base of the hair. Then you want it to lay flat, and you're just going to mold the metal to your head so that it curves on the sides. You're going to take a bobby pin, and you're going to kind of spread the hair out, and you're going to spread at the very, you're going to pin right at the very top of the hair. If you have really thick hair, you can take these long straight pins and use those as well. Basically, you're just pinning along the very top of the hair. And on the sides, you're going to want to make sure you're sliding the hair over so that it's actually covering up the chignon form. And then now, once it feels nice and sturdy to the base of the neck, you're going to look at it from the front, because we can see this kind of looks a little funky. It's kind of sticking out a little oddball-y. So just take a bobby pin and kind of shape the hair and pin. And I love it because this is one of those styles where you can just line the back of your head with flowers and it looks divine. You guys can tell that it's not very big back here, so if you're looking for a lot of volume, you're going to want to go with more of a chignon form. But if you are one of those people with that incredibly thick, gorgeous hair and you've got so much of it you don't know what to do, you're probably not going to want to add volume. So this would actually be a perfect option. So there we go. That is today's hair tutorial. I really enjoy this classic look. It's such a great way to just do one more day with your hairstyle. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.